Welcome, everybody tuning in live and in person, and everybody watching from home on YouTube to the Skills to Chairman training, where today we're going to talk about exactly how you can prepare for explosion in your business with what it is that we're doing here with I Am Mastery Academy. So before we start the training, I want to start with our perfect quote. And that is, we don't perform to the level of our ability, family. We perform to the level of our awareness. Now, if you're watching for the first time, what does that mean? We are all capable of doing the things we need to do in order to grow that six-figure, that seven-figure income. Now, the question is, do we have the awareness to do it each and every day until we reach the level of success that we want to attain? Family, today is a day you've never seen before, and it's a day you'll never see again. So you got to ask yourself, what are you doing today to get to where you want to be? What are you doing today that's going to put you in position to live a better lifestyle tomorrow? Now, we all know the saying, everything we did for the past 3 to 5 years has put us in position where we are now. We're doing what we're doing. We're working what we're working. We, love and we live up where we live, right? Now, what we are going to do over the next 3 to 5 years is going to put us in position for where we're going to be at in our future. So what I want you guys to do above everything, I want you to take your success very, very serious. I want you to take your success serious. And no matter what's going on, whether it's good, whether it's bad, take your success serious and work on getting better each and every single day. The biggest way to succeed, family, is to focus on the little things, because when you get too big for the little things, you end up too little for the big things. Let me rewind that. When you get too big for the little things, you end up too little for the big things. So if you're incapable of doing the little things that are required to achieve that seven-figure income, you're never going to achieve that seven-figure income. Those little things are remaining in phase one, building those relationships, trading on your accounts, looking for setups, learning the strategy, experiencing different things that you need to experience in order to reach the next level. Family, a lot of the people who, I used to hang out with before I started this business, they would spend all day playing video games. A lot of people in this world, they spend all day playing 2K, but they don't even have 2K in their bank accounts. They spend all day playing 2K, but they're not working on the skills that they need in order to take things to the next level. My boy Kobe Bryant, right? The late Kobe Bryant, shouts to Kobe. He once said his insane level of confidence, we all know Kobe's very confidence, came from knowing that he did everything to prepare. Anytime you're nervous, anytime you're scared, is because you haven't done everything that you needed to do in order to prepare for the situation that you're in. So with the Skills to Training Bootcamp, what we're doing is we're teaching you guys everything you need to know. Remember, there's 3 ways to build a business. Number 1, you got to build it on paper. You guys are learning on paper what it is that you need to do, the type of mindset that you need to have, the steps that you need to take in order to take the things to the next level. Number 2, you got to build it in your mind. You got to build it in the spiritual. You got to build your belief. You got to practice. You got to see yourself doing the things required. And number 3, you got to build it in the physical. You actually got to put in the work. You actually got to apply the things that you've learned, the things that you've practiced. And by doing those 3 things, by building your business 3 times, family, you're going to get to the level of success that you want. Now, there's 3 phases when it comes to explosion. 3 phases. Number 1, you're a newbie. You're somebody who's just starting the business. You're somebody who doesn't really know everything you need to do in order to take things to the next level. Best advice I can give you is work on 3 things. Number 1, work on your list. Work on your list. Write down the names of the people who know you, like you, respect you, the people who you've spent time with in the past. Put them all on a list. Number 2, you want to learn the PS3 system, how to pique interest, how to share information, how to put people on a 3-way call. Number 3, you want to learn the 4-step invite, the perfect invite. Now, if you don't know these things, make sure to stay around on the call. Make sure to watch all future and past calls that go over these subjects, because these are subjects, these are skills that you want to master. Remember, you don't want to be an amateur or a poser when it comes to this business. You want to be a professional. And as a professional, you're going to move from being a newbie to being somebody who's seasoned, being somebody who has time in the business, being somebody who already understands the basics and what it is that you need to do. At that point, there's 5 things you got to worry about. There's 5 things you got to focus on, family. And I hope you guys are taking notes. Number 1, social media. Your social media presence is huge. Through social media, you can reach millions and millions of people all around the world in a matter of seconds. Now, most people use social media to scroll, to look through different profiles, to look for things that bring them no value. Now, you guys have the potential to use your social media to generate you some income, to generate you some wealth, to help you take things to the next level. So as a seasoned person, you got to start working on your social media. You got to start setting goals, not only for yourself, but for other people around you, right? I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a chairman 100 by December 31st, 2021. That's setting a goal, and we're going to hit that. Number 3, you got to be able to build warm markets. Now, your warm market is the people who you know, the people who you trust, the people who you respect. But not only that, it's also the people of the people who you've introduced into this business. So if I introduce Jamiel, now Jamiel's friends are part of my warm and my hot market. So I got to be able to build those markets. I got to be able to develop new leaders, people who are serious about the business, people who really want to take things to the next level. That's number 4. And number 5, I got to plug into potential people. New potentials for momentum, people who are willing to play the game. And if you want to learn more about those people, again, watch more of the videos and we're going to break that down. 3rd type of phase, right? That's when you're ready for explosion. That's when you're ready to take things to the next level, family. In order to reach a level where you're earning at least 6 figures residually on the side, you're going to have to be able to impact at least 500 people. At least 500 people. Now, to impact 500, to show 500 what it is that we do, you need to tell at least 5,000 people. And that is only going to come if you're creative, if you're doing things differently, if you're attracting different types of people. You have to create different types of content through your social media. You have to build a brand. Money Moves Only, Trailblazers FX, whatever the case is, you have to build your brand, build your person, because at the end of the day, people don't join things. People partner up with people and they take things to the next level. So create content, build a brand, shift people's mindset. At the end of the day, what we're in this for is different streams of income. What we're in this for is for generational wealth. What we're in this for is to provide information, not only for ourselves, but for other people, so they can create different streams of income. So shifting people's mindsets about what it is that we're doing, what it is that we got going on. Number 5, attractive campaigns, attractive marketing, looking out for different people in different places in life, people who are doing different things. Let's say people who are go to the gym and are into fitness, people who work at fast food restaurants, people who are waiters, people who are bartenders, people who are club promoters, right? Focus on campaigns that are attractive to certain people in certain fields. And then if you have a team, focus on working with the top 20%. Focus on working with the top 20%, family. It's called the Pareto law. You work on the top 20% because the top 20% are the ones that are going to provide the most value to the masses. They'll bring down the information to other people. It's going to get to a point where you have so many people in your organization. It's going to get to a point where you're doing so many different things with your money that you're going to have to focus on certain things and then pay somebody to focus on other things. Or you're going to have to focus on certain team members and then allow them to become leaders, to develop themselves and pass on the information to other people. And if you're somebody who's ready to explode in this business, you got to be able to close. You got to work on your closing. You got to be able to show people what it is that we're doing. You got to be able to show people why this could benefit their life, how they can take advantage of this. Family, if you want to explode when it comes to this business, you have to be able to host events. You have to be able to create different venues or create different places where people can meet up. Because at the end of the day, you guys know event stands for elevate your vision and also eliminate negative thoughts. When you attend an event and you see 5, 10, 15 50 other people who are at this event, who are doing the same thing that you're doing, who are seeing different levels of success. It's only a matter of time before you start taking things serious. If I put you in front of somebody who, let's say, hasn't worked a job for the past 2 years, somebody who's been traveling the world, somebody who's made X amount of money, somebody who's impacted X amount of people, you're more likely to get started with this because you can relate to their story. You can relate to who they are. Family, we all come from similar aspects in life. We all come from similar places. And if you don't come from a similar place as me, I know somebody who comes from a similar place as you. So by sharing our stories, by sharing our why, our desire to be successful, we're able to impact other people. Now, remember this, at an event, it might not be your story that intrigues somebody to get started with this business. It might not be your story that says to somebody, oh, I need to do that. But it could be the story of somebody else. It could be the story of somebody else. That's why what we have is so powerful. Because in this business, anybody can do this. In this business, anybody can be successful. Because at the end of the day, we all have the same tools. We all have the same market. We all have the same academy, the same go lives, the same copy and paste tools. It's a matter of our skills, how we're using these tools, how we're using these copy and paste tools, how we're attacking the markets. But the power of it is that while all of us can do this, all of us can be successful. Anybody can be successful. That's why we don't judge anybody. We don't say this person might not want to do this, because you never know. You put this in front of somebody, they take it serious, they run it up even faster than you are. They make more money than you. They impact more people than you, and they actually help you take things to the next level. But you can't focus on just particular people. You can't focus just on, inviting people to what it is that we're doing. You have to be somebody who's doing it all. You have to be somebody that's actually putting the work into perfecting your craft, into copying and pasting your trade ideas. You have to be about what it is that you're talking about. And that's going to make it a lot more easier for you to share what it is that you're doing. And then when you share it, you're not going to feel some type of way. You're not. Because as you continue to share this with more people, every person that says yes, that's going to build your company. That's going to build your business. That's going to build your culture. That's going to help you take things to the next level. But every person that says no, and a lot more people are going to say no than people say yes, just because people aren't ready. Some people are content with working their jobs. Some people have whatever they have going on. Some people make the excuses for the reasons why they can't do this, when in reality, those same reasons are the reasons why they should be doing this. But every time you hear a no, that no is going to build character. That no is going to build character. And then you're going to ask yourself, right? If you're really serious, you're not going to be hurt because somebody said no, because that happens. But you're going to ask yourself, why did they say no? Why don't they see what it is that I see? What is it that I didn't show them that maybe would have changed their mind? And then you got to reevaluate and you got to get better. The first 24 hours when you guys join the business, right? Or when you get somebody to join this business to get started, the first question you want to ask that person is, are you coachable? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you have an hour in this business, if you have 10 minutes, a minute, 30 days, 6 months, a year, you have more experience than the next person. And your experience can help guide them in the right direction. So I'll ask you, are you coachable? If you guys are coachable, I see a lot of people who are coachable on the training here today, right? If you guys are coachable, can I count on each and every single one of you guys to get a calendar within the next 48 hours? I need every single one of you to get a calendar within the next 48 hours. Reason being is, if you track things, they grow. Whatever you keep track of, it's gonna expand. It's the reason why professional basketball players track their shots, whether it's 3-pointers or in the paint. It's the reason why anything you guys can think of, they track the stats, because whatever you track, you can improve. Now, we're talking about trading, you track your trades, you see how effective your strategy is. You check out your wins and your losses. You know what works and what doesn't. If you're talking about the business, you figure out who you need to speak to. You figure out if they said no, if they need an update. You figure out if they're just waiting to get their money right. You figure out if they want to see more information, if they want to tune into a product training. But if you don't keep track of it, you might forget. So now if you guys have a calendar and you actively keep track of your calendar, you won't forget. You'll become a professional in this business. Remember, family, 3 types of people. You got your posers, your amateurs, and your professionals. If you don't know about it, check out another video and I got you. But the professionals are those who make the most money. So as a professional, which I'm sure everybody on this call wants to be, you guys want to make sure that you're doing the right things. When somebody gets started, find out their why. Really get to know them, right? My boy Louis Dior, shouts to him. He's on the call today, right? His why is deep. His why is strong. He has a baby. He has a wife. He has a family. He has a business to run. You feel me? These are all things that are individual to him, but I wouldn't know that if I didn't have a conversation with him. So when you get somebody started in this business, it's not just, oh, this is a startup game. No, really get to know your people. Really start impacting your people, helping them so that they can get better in life, not just better in this business. You get somebody started, make sure you get them on a group chat. Make sure you get them in your group chat. So now they're not relying on you for the information. They're relying on other people. They're relying on the team. They're relying on the culture. And it's going to make it a lot easier for you, right? To have your team sharing information as opposed to just you. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants a job, right? We're not in this for a job. We're in this to make money different ways on the side, right? So get your peoples plugged in with the group chat and make sure that they're coachable. Make sure that they stay consistent. Make sure that they're participating. Because at the end of the day, there's no use to being in a group chat if you're not going to participate. There's no use to being in a group chat if you're not going to take advantage of the information. So the people who you're plugging in, introduce them to the people that are in the group. Introduce them via Zoom, via phone call, FaceTime, in person, whatever the case is, so that people can participate a little bit more. And then get them set up on the platform. Get them set up. Have them get their apps, their MetaTrader 4 if they're trading Forex. Have them get their binary options account set up if they're trading binary. Have them set up their broker if they need to set up their broker. But make sure you do that within the first couple of hours, because at that point is when people are most excited about the business. That's when people are most excited about the business. That's when they're willing to put in the most work. So if I put you on a call, let's say today, on your first day getting started, right? And a call starts in 30 minutes for those of you guys who are watching live. If I put you on a call today and you make some money today, wouldn't you be more excited about this business? Wouldn't you be more willing to invite your friends to come see what it is that you're doing? That's the 72-hour rule, family. If you don't know about it, check out another video and I'm gonna break that down too. But as soon as you get started, now, if you haven't done this already, or if you're just getting started in this business, let's get it done right now, because success loves speed. First thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna create your list. Now, this list, if you're really serious, is gonna have at least 50 people. At least 50 people on this list. Now, some people might say that's a lot. I don't even know 50 people. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna break that down into categories. 10 people who you work with. 10 people who, let's say you went to college with, or you went to high school with, you went to middle school with. 10 people from your neighborhood. 10 people who you know from social media. 10 people who you know that are in the club scene, promoters, DJs, right? 10 people who you know, let's say bottle girls, Instagram models. 10 people who you know that are barbers, that are beauticians, that do eyelashes, that do nails, right? And as you break that list down, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to actually start calling them, to actually start applying that 4-step invite, to actually start tracking who it is that you're talking to and how it is that you guys are going to take things to the next level, right? So once you guys have your list together and you guys are ready to start making those calls, there's a process that you guys want to follow. There's a system that you guys want to follow. Remember, system stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. Save yourself some time, energy, and money, right? So by following the system, you're going to save time and you're going to get to the next level a lot faster. So to introduce this system, I have somebody who In the 2 years she's been a part of this business, has seen a lot of success, not only for herself, but also other people around her. Some people who, or somebody who's been able to impact people all over the world. Since this business, I've seen her growth immensely. She's been able to travel the world. She's been able to learn a lot, not only about investing into the markets, but about owning her own business and taking things to the next level. And when I asked her to get on this call and break down exactly how she shows people how to, look at this information, she said, I'm on the call. I'm down. Let's give this value to the people. So without hesitation, I'm going to bring up Platinum 1000, Lady Boss, Miss Lil Balmain at Priscilla Martinez. Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go. Yo, family, drop some ease on the chat. Y'all guys are excited. Drop some ease on the chat. We got a few people on here right now. Right, drop some ease real quick because I'm excited. I need some energy, guys. I go off of energy, right? So I just want to thank Gio for getting me on here. He actually asked me yesterday if I could get on this call and show some value, and I was like, yo, like that's the least that I can do. He's already showed me this information. He was actually the first person who like got me even started through this whole journey 2 years ago. So thanks to him. So, guys, I just want to talk about real quick, one of the ways that actually got me to the next level, guys, believe it or not, it didn't take me, a few months to hit P1000. It took me a little while. And one of the reasons why is because one, I didn't believe that I can do it. And two, I wasn't really following the system, right? I was hearing, but I wasn't listening. I was taking notes, but I wasn't applying, right? So once I started applying, once I started believing, like I can do this, everything started to change. I started applying the information instantly. And as soon as I did that, I started getting massive results. So if you guys don't have your notes out already, please take them out, right? Because what I'm about to spit, I'm only going to say this one time, right? And this one time is going to last a lifetime once you guys apply it, right? All right, so I even got my notes out too. So what I'm gonna go over is, one of my favorite 4-step invites. So if you guys know about the 4-step invites, put some fours on the chat, right? The 4-step invite is one of the first things that you should, learn as soon as you come into this business, right? If you're looking to, show people this value, show people what it is that we do, 4-step invite is, the start of it all, right? So the 4-step invite, if you guys don't know, is basically the ways that you show somebody what it is that we do. You bring in somebody and showing this information, right? So the 4-step invite is actually made from Matt Rosa, right? If you guys don't know who Matt Rosa is, he's actually one of the top leaders in the network marketing industry. Not only that, he's actually partnered with I Am Mastery Academy, guys. He's a chairman 750 within our organization. So he's basically been able to impact the X amount of lives, through this platform, through this system. So the 4-step invite real quick, right? I'm only going to say this, once again. So please listen carefully. If you guys have any questions, please write it on the chat box or feel free to unmute your mics, right? First step to the 4-step invite is be in a hurry, right? Be excited, right? So I like this one because this is the number one, right? If you're not excited, if you're not in a hurry, like why should anybody else be excited for you, right? Why should somebody be excited for this information that you're telling us, right? So be excited, being in a hurry. A lot of the time, people who are successful, they're always in a hurry. They're never really available. So why should you be available as a business owner? So make yourself unavailable, right? Speak as if you are your CEO already. Speak as if you already are in a multi-million-dollar business, right? So always be excited and always be in a hurry, right? An example for that I would use is calling somebody up, right? We all have friends, especially right now. We all have those friends that we haven't spoken to in a long time. And we're like, like, should I talk to them? I wonder how this person is doing. Guys, that's actually the perfect opportunity to go ahead and use this 4-step invite on those people, right? So for example, right, be in a hurry, be excited. If I was to call you up right now, like, listen, it's my birthday. Like, I want you to pull up to my party. Like, can you come? Right? You're not excited, right? People probably don't even want to go because you don't sound excited about it, right? But if I was to call you like, yo, I hope everything is good right now, but today's my birthday and I actually just got a whole section at the club. We got a VIP table, we got hookahs, we got bottles. I need you to pull up right now, right? I'm excited. I'm in a hurry. I can't talk right now, but I have something here for you, right? You're probably going to want to go because I sound excited. So it's very important that, you're always in a rush and you're always sounding exciting when you're showing somebody, bringing somebody to a call, bringing somebody to, the information, right? Step number 2 is freeing their schedule, right? Freeing their schedule is instantly asking them, hey, are you free at this time tonight? Be very specific with your timing, right? Very specific. Don't ask someone, hey, what are you doing tonight? People are going to find excuses to make up of why they can't be available, right? So, sorry. Yo, G, I have somebody outside. My fault, family. So, right, freeing up their schedule. I give people 2 times, right? 2 sets of times for today. Hey, are you free at 7 o'clock tonight? Or are you free at 9 o'clock tonight? I really need to know, right? Only ask them those 2. If they say they're not free tonight, I don't go any further than that. I don't even go to the next step after that. I hang up the phone. Okay, bye. Call you later. Once you hang up the phone because they're not free tonight, they're going to be curious. Why did this person just call me and why did they just hang up on me? Now I want to know what's going on. Right? So, freeing up their schedule. Hey, are you free tonight at 7 o'clock? If the person says they're not free, bet. Are you free tonight at 9? Okay, cool. You're not free. Okay, let's try next week. I'm going to call you next week. Boom. Right? Step number 3, right? Adding the value. This is like the icing on the cake. This one's just as important as the first one, being in a hurry, right? This is where people are going to actually start being interested in actually wanting to get on the call, right? So adding value is where you're actually talking about what it is that we do. Guys, I don't talk about Forex. I don't talk about business. I don't talk about none of these things that make people feel weird. I don't talk about none of those things. I'm very general, just because this is a solution that anybody can be part of, right? When people hear certain words, certain terms, they get scared and they feel like they can't do it, right? This is for everyone, which is why I'm very general. I tell people, yo, I'm actually starting this huge, massive project right now with a bunch of very important people from my city, right? That's value, right? I'm working on a huge project. Our project, we're literally impacting 1 billion people to this information. That's a project in itself, right? A project anyone could do, right? So, having friendly words like that, for people that anyone could, participate in is a very good way to invite somebody to a call, right? The only thing that we're doing in this 4-step invite is literally just seeing if they can get on the call. We're not saying, hey, is this opportunity good for you? Like, nah, we're just asking, hey, can you get on this call or not? Period. If you can't get on the call, I'm gonna hang up, right? Again, we are in a hurry, we're in a rush, we don't got time to chit chat, right? And step number 4 is, again, one of my favorite parts because all of them are just as important. I call it FOMO, right? I call it FOMO. Some people may call it hang up or, take it away. I call it FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. If you guys don't know what that is, fear of missing out is me hanging up the phone and them wondering, all right, what's next? I really want to know what's going on. Now they're eager to see what the information's about, right? So FOMO step number 4 is, taking it away, hanging up, right? Fear of missing out, right? So that's where you're basically hanging up saying, hey, if I was to send you this video, would you watch it? Right? Boom. If they say yes, then that's your chance. All right, boom. I'm gonna send you the link and I'm gonna see what you think about it later. Hang up, right? You hanging up, you're actually controlling the conversation at this point, right? Which is key, right? You don't want people asking you too many questions. Once, they ask you questions and you answer them, the game is over, right? Like I said, the only reason why, we're calling these people is to ask them, hey, can you get on this call or not? That's it, right? Again, these calls, they should all be on the phone, right? The 4-step invite should be on the phone. And I tested it out multiple times, various times with different types of people, guys, even on social media. So I know this works, and definitely apply this information. So that's all I have for today. Tune in for Gio's other calls that he has every day as he, continues to show value on, how to go to chairman. So guys, 4-step invites honestly what got me to where I am today, and I still use it to this day. So if you guys haven't seen, Matt Rose's videos, definitely check them out because they're very worthwhile. So thank you guys for having me on this call. I'm gonna bring Gio on here. And guys, tomorrow, invite people, invite at least 2 people on this call because everybody needs to hear this shit for real. So I'm out.
Let's go. Let's go. Shouts to Priscilla, Miss Lil Ball Main. If you guys don't follow her already, make sure you guys follow her now. Breaking down perfect invite, exactly how you guys can invite your friends, invite your peoples to come see what it is that we're doing without, sounding weird, without sounding like a creep. Now, she just gave y'all the skills. She gave y'all the plan. She gave y'all what to do on paper. Remember, it's up to you guys to practice so you guys can see yourself doing it, so you can build your belief. And then it's up to you guys to actually put in the work, to actually apply these things. Always remember, if you succeed in this business, it's going to be because you created it. It's not because I created it, not because the person who introduced you to this created it. It's going to be because of you, not us. And if you fail in this business, it's also going to be because of you. You're the one that's going to create that failure, not us. We're going to give you the keys. Now it's up to you to put them into play, right? You're going to be the difference between success or failure. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to tell you, but I can't do it for you. I'm here to work with you. I'm here to do it alongside you, but I can't do it for you. My job is to make you guys independent, right? My job is to make it so that you guys can do every single thing that I do to be successful. Now, if you agree that that's a good idea, drop some fires in the chat box. If you're watching from home and you want to become independent, drop some fires in the comment box. Because in my opinion, that's a good idea. That's a good goal. That's a good goal, and we're going to achieve that. But my family, you got to understand, right, that just like in this business and any other business, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be good times and bad times. There's going to be times when things are hard. Now, me personally, I know that my peoples is going through hard times when they're not reaching out to me, when they're not hopping on calls, when they're not showing up, when I'm hearing excuses as to why they're not showing up. So I ask my people, right? If you're somebody who is experiencing challenges, do you want me to continuously contact you, be persistent, remind you of your why you started this, or do you want me to just let you be? So by doing that, when you get somebody started, you're already showing where the barrier is. Or do you want me to be on your back? Do you want me to, push you to do your goals? Or do you want me to just let you be? Because I could be one or two ways, right? For my people who get started, right? You want to give them incentives. Shouts to my boy Louis Dior on this call, new platinum 150. He was able to hit it. He made a little bonus on the side. Now, I'm not going to say how much, but he made his bonus. Have incentives for your people. If you get somebody started, if you're able to hit P150, yo, I'll get you a book. If you're able to hit P150, I'll take you to dinner. I'll give you this. I'll pop a bottle for you, whatever the case is. And little incentives are going to motivate people to actually want to put in more work. That little bit of recognition. Remember, recognition's very big. Babies cry for it. Grown men die for it. So recognize your people for their success. Shouts to my people's having success, whether it's building the business or trading in the markets. Make sure that if you're somebody who's getting people started in this business, always maintain contact with them. What I say is, as a P600 in this business, you have between 12 and let's say 29 people on your organization. If you spend 2 to 3 minutes talking to 29 people a day, that's an hour and a half. An hour and a half times 5 days is what? 3 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours and a half for $150. Now divide $150 by 7 hours and a half. How much is that? I don't know my math. I'm gonna have to pull out my calculator because I didn't have this written down before. This is all off the top, but that's $20 an hour. That's $20 an hour for a couple conversations. Are you willing to do that? I'm willing to do that. So keep in touch. How's it going? And you're going to find that as you talk more and more to your people, the conversations are going to get smaller and smaller. Now it's not catching up and talking about a week's worth of trades. Now we're just talking about this morning. We're just talking about a couple hours ago. I know where you're at, what you're doing, right? Because we have that open communication. What I say is for the first 3 weeks, I'm going to call you persistently. After the first 3 weeks, it's up to you to call me. At that point, I've provided enough value to you where you should know I want this value. I want to be successful. And if you're not somebody who's serious about your success, I can't force you to do the things that you don't want to do. It has to come from you. It has to come from within. That's what I'm doing every single time I'm getting somebody started in this business. Reason why is I want to see where they stand. I want to see if there's somebody who's going to do this sometimes. I want to see if there's somebody who's going to do this part-time, if they're going to do this full-time, or if they're going to do this all the time. That's the 4 different types of people. And as we continue on our journey, as I see how serious you are about the business, I'm going to provide mentorship accordingly. I'm going to provide value accordingly. But you have to be hungry. You have to be hungry and you have to want it, right? At the end of the day, for all my peoples that are a part of, my business, you have to own up to your results. You can't let your ego get in the way of what it is that you're doing. And you definitely can't be mad for the results that you're not getting because you didn't put in the work that was required for those results. Right? You can't get mad for the results you're not getting if you didn't put in the work required for those results. Remember, 5 P's to success. Perfect preparation prevents poor performance. Family, perfect preparation prevents poor performance. By preparing yourself to be successful, it's just a matter of time before you reach that success. Remember, time. Time stands for things I must experience. And through time, through working on your skills, you're going to get to the next level. My goal, Chairman 750, the whole gang. If you don't know what that means, ask somebody. If you want to learn further skills on how to take things to the next level, to a 6-figure income, make sure you keep tuning into the videos going forward. Check out the videos on the YouTube channel. Family, if you got value out of today's call, I'm going to unmute you guys. Make some noise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo.
Let's get
gang,
it.
you know what's going on.
I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Everybody have an
Appreciate
amazing
you, bro.
night. Have a blessed day. Make sure to follow the skills to Chairman, and let's create 6-figure incomes for generations and generations. I appreciate everybody. Tune into the product training. Let's make this money.